I think it's even. I'm inclined to lean more towards Beast Coast just because I really think it would have been a good Ursa pick, and I'm sad that they didn't do it. Sorry, Yatoro, he's going to walk into him in his attribute shift already, so no waveform to be able to get away.
Big kill if they're going to be able to find it. It looks like they can. Just an easy chase down. Fire spits will really make him work for it. Even C Smile is going to charge in as well. They'd love to give the first blood over the position too, and well,
that'll do. Onto the likes of the Silencer, onto the Puck. You're a natural Manta builder as well, which is quite good against the Global Silence and the Waning Rift. So maybe that was their mindset, just both respecting the fact that they didn't want a couple of failed rotations just to cause a relatively early GG. But great Ursa game.
Ah, yes, the classic position. Well, the support's just the right-click battle. Rogero still hasn't leveled anything just yet, and he's kind of coming out on top. But now with another round of the Fire Spirits, Rogero's going to be sent packing.
I mean, even Whisper was trading favorably against Yatoro in lane. He was actually bodying him, getting last hits, getting denies at the same time as harassing him out and causing him to burn a lot of that regen. Just with the way that he positions himself to be as far away as possible from the Morphling, using the attack range. If you're 500 or more attack range away, the creeps don't aggro in onto you. So Puck has 550 attack range, making sure that he can still look to harass while getting last hits and while bullying Yatoro away without taking that damage.
Just that fine line that Whisper knows perfectly.
That aggressive play enabling this pull to happen. Maposhka's at least going to grab the range creep, but creeps that Yatoro isn't farming, and he's getting caught.
They might be able to blow him up. Ooh, it's something that he's going to have to be a little bit concerned about throughout this lane. He's actually moving on forward. Maposhka got his own level 2 as well. Not enough damage to try and kill off the toss, but it is a lot of spells being traded back and forth.
And it is no dive available, although Whisper, have you overstayed? Looking down, just the level 1 on the Fiery Spirits for now. It's really the level 3.
Kojiro maybe just wanted to deny, but I don't think Whisper wants to lose his own life. Great dodge. Just gets the jaunt away from Maposhka. The Phoenix is very, very weak, level 1 and level 2. Once you get that second point in Fire Spirit, you're an okay laner. But the fact that he's just bodying 2 heroes out is huge for this lane on Spirit. Should not be going this well.
And the fact that you've got 2 ranged heroes as well, and you've dodged out this Silencer laning matchup is great for him too. So doing a fantastic job right now on Maposhka. Nearly lands onto the salve as well, but Whisper with the Fiery Spirits, but won't be able to connect. Just trying to trade with Kajira right now. Too bad right-click damage coming through from the Phoenix. Fairy Fire, he's got about an 8 damage advantage.
Meanwhile, on the other side lane, we see that you've got the double melee versus at least K1's Wraith King once again, and Stinger on the Silencer. And well, Stinger's got no mana to play with. Collapse has got the mana burn creep, and Mirror's just been consistently using the cogs as well to make sure the Silencer can't play with any abilities. He does have a Clarity and 2 mangoes as well, but really tried to put a lot of emphasis on minimizing the effect of the Silencer in this lane.
Yep. And there we go. Mana burn put onto K1. Nowhere near as strong as it used to be. Kind of silly to see how effective it was there. Mira might look to move over to the right to try and get a bit of harass in onto K1, but doesn't want to dive into the middle of a creep wave. But I think Team Spirit are satisfied enough just to make sure that there's no damage coming back their own way. Mana burns K1 instead, and that's why they need to use the slow.
Alright, they get a lot of damage at the moment, but with Collapse being stuck inside the cogs as well, it's going to help out with bringing down the Wraith King's life, and Mira will also easily survive. So beautifully done from Spirit. Meanwhile, mid lane, Konto Tokyo almost going down. A Vortex going to allow him to get some distance away from Primal Beast, who was playing aggressive.
Might even allow Primal Beast to get both of these water runes, depending on how quickly Tokyo is able to clean out the wave, but he looks to emphasize it, spamming out that Static Remnant, so at least he's going to get the top order rune. Something else from Mira on the bottom is coming through for Beast Coast, at least for Team Spirit. Yatoro farming on his own on the top side, uncontested, getting up to that level 8. Gonna get a hook.
Potentially even a kill now for Yatoro. See, Snowball will make him work for it, and also, I guess, doesn't give the gold over to Manta style for him to play with.
And there's the other issue that we were mentioning during the draft as well, right? It's a 12-9 kill score. There's a little bit of pressure now being put onto this mid-tier 1 tower, but the kills aren't actually resulting in these big objectives to be able to enable some of the pickoffs onto the more important heroes like that Morphling. Tier 1 still standing. Tier 1's everywhere still standing. And Yatoro getting solo kills across the map.
Are we just farming? Or do they need to kind of find some fights pretty shortly?
Don't think you can afford to be honest. I mean, it's getting to the stage where Poshka, he's only level 9.
Well, the global silence as well. He didn't get the attribute ship, but the damage isn't going to be there as BEASTCOAST have already used all their spells. See, Smile will charge in, but again, he's too late as the boys have shown up protecting Yatoro, playing around with the puck replicates, and now they can go back in for the Primal Beast as Mira is on point with the hook shot. They won't have ways to go through the BKB hour, so see, Smile's even going to in the game as well. So do we need to see some item change-ups for them, or even just game-style change-ups as well to deal with Miposhka? Because he's really doing too much.
He is, and but I think Whisper's probably done the best thing possible, right? Going into that early Spirit Vessel does a pretty good job against both the Morphling and the Phoenix, and honestly, even the Doom to a lesser extent.
They're onto K1.
No.
They know the reincarnation was used prior, so just an easy, clean kill for Team Spirit. But BEASTCOAST is starting to move towards the neighborhood. See, Smile's going to look to enter the high ground onto Mira. Does he feel safe enough to be able to stand his ground? He's even got Toronto Tokyo that's happy about zipping in for the global silence. Covers the initiation. Now the pulverize as well. They were ready. They were just waiting for the Storm Spirit to enter the fight, and BEASTCOAST collapse on him. The Dispel on the Uproar, even got the Kaya and the double damage rune as well. Of course, a lot of extra effectiveness with the Trample. And then the Scepter was now completed for Yatoro. So he's in fighting shape. And well, they're going to look to capitalize the global silencer, protecting the puck, but it won't be used aggressively.
Oh, that will though.
Whisper's still able to find a triple coil, but the instant use of the Supernova is going to be able to protect Team Spirit, so BEASTCOAST need to get out. They won't be able to at the moment. Unfortunately, he's going to snowball himself into the middle, and that'll be into his own grave.
They got to back off completely now. That's going to be a big pick.
That it would indeed. Rocket Flare.
Got it. Got to make sure he's got the right.
More shots off the mark. He's going to continue right-clicking some creeps. Toronto Tokyo jumps in, and there's the Scepter reel. An easy assassination to the first light, but up to the northern side. That's important. If they can deal with the Phoenix, they won't have the damage on at the moment. It's still Spirit. They've just locked onto their target. Down goes the Wraith King. Now the team fight is over. As soon as the Supernova's out, BEASTCOAST need to cut their losses.
Again, it's that getting nothing in return, then very satisfied.
Are scanning.
As well. Got up to level 20.
Lane onto the Storm Spirit. Toronto Tokyo, oh my lord, he just survives. The Madman's gonna go back in because they've locked in C-Smile inside the cogs. Yatoro's right clicks are now even working with the Primal Beast himself as well. Going deep behind the Tier 1 tower. There's an opening for more kills, and well, they'll be able to use it perfectly, and Collapse is even looking for the +1. Bit awkward there. Going past Stinger. I don't know if the Tier 3 tower is going to be a deterrent though. Just needs the help of Toronto Tokyo. And will instantly fly on in.
Radiant's middle tower.
Alright, I mean, this is what happens when you just leave a Morphling to do whatever the hell he wants. Whisper, he couldn't get the solo kill, could he? Onto Collapse, maybe the tower.
Yatoro might get a solo kill as well onto the Tier 4 towers. Well, not going to get too much distance away as the point blank right click is enough to secure the kill. What's going on? Guys, there's towers to be killing. Instead,
he wants a rampage.
They want to be brought down. They want to try and bring K1 down. They know they're about to respawn shortly. K1 just hoping that the procs, hoping the life steal's enough to buy him some valuable seconds for the boys to drop, and there they are. A snowball in the nick of time to keep K1 alive. Can they deal with the first life? They can, but have they used too much? Yatoro off the back of the respawn. He still wants to go in. Oh, the Madman. Yatoro's not done. No stopping the train.
Is there?
He should easily get out. There's nothing they can do. C-Smile's going to go for the Phoenix instead. Maybe the easier kill. So just sets up for another replicate. Are they going too deep here on Spirit? Like, there's no Yatoro.
Stupendous.
Just a little bit of fun with it, you know. It's still Dota. It's still a game at the end of the day, and well, he's treating it like that. Wanting the rampage, wanting another highlight for himself. Mira.
Brother.
Picked up the axe.
Oh, he stopped the onslaught. Look at the Morph illusions. Oh my god, the damage. The BKB will do nothing because Yatoro is just so goddamn. Already see the difficulty with killing him off the ones. Good luck doing it a second time. They might even be able to catch out Whisper. Into the tree line.
Considering going for this mid, but
Collapse getting range for the... Oh, we can. Beautifully done. Mid lane though, they're onto Yatoro. The Wraith King, and with the protection from Mira as well, they're going to be able to push him to the other side. So they've dealt with the first life.
Still has Satanic.
Ojira has the snowball up shortly if required. YATORO's even got a waveform further into the middle, but Post's going to try and provide some assistance if required, but it doesn't matter, dude. YATORO, it's just so far, they don't have a response. God, like,
keep this lane pushed in and they can look to converge up top. I mean, Whisper, yeah, he's such a key part of their team fight. It felt like as soon as they stopped getting those individual pickoffs and having those Spirit Vessel charges, you were so much less effective against both the Phoenix, the Morphling, the Doom, everything across the board. It was a good draft by